Hi, everybody. Good morning. It is Tuesday, November 9th. I'm Dave Chudowsky with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me here on the WKYC Facebook and Instagram pages. And we start with Holly for a check of today's forecast. Hi, Holly.
Hi, Dave, and hello to you. And it's mild again. So we're looking at what we expect through the rest of the day. The one difference is more cloud cover as we head into the afternoon. But these highs are impressive, well into the 50s, 60s, even holding on to that this evening. You'll see a little blip of green here and there. There are small shower chances as we head into tonight, but most of you will not even see a raindrop from that. Then tomorrow, here comes the sunshine again, and it'll be another seasonal to even slightly above normal temperature day with highs around 60 degrees in most spots for your Wednesday. It's getting into Thursday and later in the day Thursday that we start to see better opportunities for rain. Most of the day is dry. I mean, look at this. This is 1 in the afternoon Thursday, and we're in the 60s again. So we've got a couple of days to enjoy, but you can't help but notice by Thursday evening what's looming to our west. And there's some pretty good rain that'll be moving in, and this will impact Thursday evening's drive. This is the view 7 o'clock Thursday evening and beyond. And then we talk a cool down before we talk a bigger cool down, and you'll see that in the 7-day forecast. Rest of today, though, mild. Again, spotty shower chances, more cloud cover, but we're still in the 60s. Enjoy, take advantage, get out, get walks in, all of that. Tomorrow, 60 degrees, turning pretty much sunny, and then we're back to rain likely for Thursday late. 67 the high, though. Friday, we're in the 50s with another batch of rain. That was the next batch I was talking about. And behind that front, Dave, we start to see chilly air with highs around 40 through the weekend, early next week, and even some scattered rain and wet snow.
All right, enjoy it now. Changes are coming. All right, Holly, thank you. Well, we are going to start with the latest on the coronavirus. Pfizer is seeking FDA emergency use authorization for a COVID vaccine booster shot for people 18 and older. The White House says the request could come as early as this week, although the date could change. Authorization would bring the country one step closer to having boosters available for all adults in the U.S. The FDA has already authorized boosters for the majority of adults. Here in Ohio, the demand for the COVID-19 vaccine for kids ages 5 to 11 is increasing. Governor Mike DeWine says hospitals and health departments are seeing a surge, creating longer wait lists.
The waiting list at some of our hospitals is over a week to get in. Now, whether that will be sustained over the next few weeks, I don't think anybody knows. But a lot of young people are getting vaccinated today and tomorrow and this week.
The Biden administration is working to increase the supply of child-sized doses available. The Pfizer CEO has said there is enough for every eligible child. Biden administration is facing a deadline to respond to legal challenges to the president's vaccine mandates for private businesses with 100 or more employees, healthcare workers, and federal contractors. While the mandates have caused tensions around the country, Americans are celebrating today, reuniting with friends and families after the U.S. lifted border restrictions imposed more than a year and a half ago. Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner has issued a public health alert about recent drug overdose deaths. Testing is underway to find out exactly which drugs may have caused the recent spike. Last week, there were at least 12 suspected overdose deaths in a 2-day period. Right now, Cuyahoga County is expected to have more than 700 overdose deaths this year. An investigation into a police-involved shooting in Rocky River is underway this morning, and we're learning more about what led up to the incident. Police responded to the Linden House West apartments around 2 a.m. yesterday after another law enforcement agency received a call from a woman threatening to hurt herself, police, and former President Trump. When police arrived, the 42-year-old woman ignored commands to drop a knife and then charged at officers. One officer deployed a taser, and a second fired his gun. The woman then continued to issue threats while they waited for an ambulance. The woman was taken to Metro Health. No word on her condition. The officers involved are on leave as the investigation continues. Dozens of students from Menor High School walked out to protest bullying and racism at their school. During the walkout, students shared some very personal stories that also included incidents of sexual assault. Students held up signs and chanted for change, something that school officials could not ignore.
The school didn't do anything when I went to them about my problems about bullying. They they ignored me. All they said was try to fit in more.
I can hear the pain. I hear the stories that you're saying. And today is not the end of this conversation, but a start of it. We are going to follow up on each and everything that happened today.
More than 200 students took part in yesterday's walkouts. The first lawsuits have been filed against Travis Scott and the Astroworld organizers after the festival turned deadly. 8 people died and dozens were injured following a crowd surge during Scott's concert Friday. At least 11 suits against Scott and Live Nation Entertainment, Inc. were filed in Harris County. Scott will cover all of the funeral costs and continues to work with city officials and law enforcement. And they are working to determine how the victims died in a crush of fans. So what should you do if you find yourself in a crowd surge at a concert? Paul Wertheimer, founder of Crowd Management Strategy, says the deadly crush was a highly preventable tragedy.
You reduce the density, thin it out enough, so even if people surge forward, there's not going to be more likely than not, there's not going to be a major injury or a fatality.
Wertheimer says if you find yourself caught in a surge, don't resist the flow of the crowd and do your best to stay on your feet. If you do get knocked down, roll onto your left side to protect your heart. Cover and protect your head, and whatever you do, avoid laying flat on the ground. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and the world. Make sure to continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Dave Chudowsky. Have a great Tuesday, everyone. See you again Wednesday morning on Go starting at 4:30 a.m.